Hey everyone, this is Brendan Barton, and I'm also from the group Mononucleosis. We just got done listening to Sarah, and she gave an awesome presentation on some of the signs and symptoms of this disease and how it comes from the Epstein-Barr virus. And she had a awesome first-hand experience of having this disease. She talked about how she had it, and she didn't even know she had it. And I was thinking about it when I was coming up with this presentation, and I couldn't think of any time that I had this disease or had really the symptoms with it. But I was discussing this with my wife and talking about mononucleosis, and she thought back and she remembered that this one time back in high school, she had a boyfriend at the time. He was sick and out of school for like a week, and I guess she was over there all week helping him, and she helped him with his homework, and he was basically in bed the whole week and had a really sore throat, couldn't talk, and they kissed, so the disease was probably spread through that means. And lo and behold, about a few weeks later, she was sick the whole week, was out of school, in bed, and also had like a really sore throat and couldn't talk. So as we can see from her example, a lot of us get this disease and we don't even realize it. So to kind of continue on with this presentation, I have three main topics that I'm going to discuss. First, I'm going to go over transmission of this disease. After that, I'm going to go over a little bit about treatment of this disease, some of the possible things that we can do to help treat this disease. And finally, I'm going to go over prevention, what we can do to help make sure that we don't get it or that our family and friends don't get it in the future. Transmission. Mononucleosis can be transmitted through saliva. It's also called the kissing disease because you can get it through kissing. And this seems to be the most common way of developing this disease. However, it's also transmitted through coughing and sneezing. So make sure if you're around someone that has mononucleosis or you have it, make sure you always cover your mouth and nose when you cough and sneeze. It's also transmitted through sharing glasses and utensils used by someone else who has mono. So make sure you don't share those things with someone who has mono, and just clean glasses and clean utensils frequently and often. Treatment. Now, there's really no specific treatment that's necessary for mononucleosis. However, there are treatments available for some of the side effects that occur with it. Some of the side effects such as strep throat and fever have treatments. And strep throat, the best treatment for it is with penicillin or erythromycin. And if one who has mononucleosis develops a fever or has body aches, acetaminophen is the best bet. And then definitely, as far as treatment is concerned, sleep is highly recommended. Sleep seems to be the cure-all for many diseases, and it definitely will help with the treatment of mononucleosis. Prevention. So to help prevent further transmission, clean and sanitize toys and utensils. And this kind of goes back to what I was talking about on transmission. Just make sure utensils and glasses and all those things are definitely clean and sanitized to stop the spread of this disease. And then avoid kissing on the mouth. Once again, it's the most common way of getting this disease, so just avoid that, kissing on the mouth to someone who has mononucleosis. And then definitely wash your hands frequently. And here to the right is a little diagram that shows the areas most frequently missed during hand washing. As you can see, the fingertips and in between the fingers are the most common areas of that are missed during hand washing. So just make sure you scrub your hands well if you have mononucleosis or if you're around someone who does. And then also for prevention, just make sure you practice good hygiene. A little bit can go a long way.